Hi fellow humans, and welcome to today's message. I'd like to thank anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of the journey with me. Truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you, and if you're new here, welcome. This is that reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. We do things completely differently here on this channel, so with that being said, if the message happens to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you're to like, comment, and subscribe below. And with that, today we did have a channel message coming through, and that was, do they feel it too? And I felt called to use the Soul Journeys card by James Van Pross. We're going to find out if they felt it too, what source would like to share with us. So did they feel it too, source? What soul journey card will help us better understand this message? Thank you, right off the bat. All right, on the bottom, we've got patience. Okay, so there might not be a very, very clear message of yes or no here, but source saying patience on the bottom, right? I accept that everything happens in divine order. So trusting divine interference, trusting that divine timing, trusting divine synchronicity, and all of that. Having patience above all else is going to help you out when it comes to this situation. That it was just really, really a strong message that came through. So source, did they feel it too? What would you like to share with us today? What messages would you like to bring forth? Did they feel it too, source? Did they feel it too? What would you like to share with us today, source? Okay, so we've got the 11th house. We have Sagittarius energy in the North Node. They definitely, this could be someone from your friend group, right? This could be someone that you feel very connected to as well. This is this energy that's coming in that, like, there's a lot of adventure between the two of you. And a lot of freedom. Like, you're not judging one another for who you are. You're not trying to put them into a box. They're not trying to put you into a box. It's like as free as they are with everyone, you're that way with them, and they've never met anybody like that's just been non-judgmental towards them. And I feel like the same goes for you, is that maybe you've never met anybody that's as non-judgmental as they are. And you're definitely of like-minded beliefs and like-minded values, and there's a lot that's going on here, and there's definitely a feeling of fated meet here. Like, we were meant to meet. There's this energy where we were supposed to come together on this journey, even if that was for a short time, for a long time, for, you know, the rest of life, whatever the situation is. There's definitely a feeling between them and you where they're like, we were supposed to meet. We have this energy between us, and we were supposed to meet, and I don't feel like neither one of you are trying to push anything right now. Like, neither one of you are trying to force anything. Neither one of you are trying to make things happen. It's just whatever comes to be will be, and both of you are okay with that. There's definitely a sense of acceptance here, and they did feel it too. I feel like that is something that is coming through very strongly here with the dice, is they did feel it too. They felt like you were meant to meet. We're going to dig more into this and see what else comes up, but they do feel like you are friends. They feel like, and they're not friend zoning you. That's not what this is. Okay, I heard someone say, I don't want to be friend zoned. Okay, like, no, they're not trying to friend zone you. That's not what this is. It's just that they're happy to call you friend. Like, they're happy that you're in their life in the way that you are. And they do think that you're very attractive and very powerful. Did they feel it too, source? What would you like to share with us today? You might hear my dog. She's outside right now and she's barking. Did they feel it too, source? What would you like to share with us? Source, did they feel it too? What more would you like to say? Yeah, they don't feel like they have much to offer right now. But they are very attracted to you. Like, that keeps coming through. Yeah, super. Look, the Ace of Wands, the cards, look at how they shuffled all weird right now. Like, seriously, I was doing a bridge shuffle on them and they all popped out, and the Ace of Wands just went sliding out there. Just crazy. And the Son of Wands on the bottom. Yeah, they're super attracted to you for sure. For sure. All right, let me give this one more. Let's see if we can get a normal shuffle here. Are we going to do it? All right, there we go. Whoa, see how they're... And these cards aren't that sleepy. Sleepy? They're not that sleepy? They're not that slippery. Did they feel it too, source? What would you like to share with us today? The Sun. Here comes the sun, na 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 na. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Do 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 do. And the Daughter of Cups. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, they did. They felt it too. We've got the Hangman, but there is some sense of darkness between the two of you. Like, I'm not saying that to be scary. It's just with the Bat here, it's like the Dark Night, right? And they explore in the night. They're nocturnal animals, and so there's some sort of darkness that's surrounding you too. Angel, out of the window. Thank you. And this need to see things from a different place, because I feel like there's something that's hanging both of you up here, right? That could be other people involved, that could be situations just not allowing for this to unfold, but they see you as this beautiful bright light in their life. But again, with the Daughter of Cups energy here, they don't feel like they have a deep love to offer you right now. It's not something that they're able to do in this moment, but they definitely felt the spark. They felt the light. They felt that shift that happened within, and they are changing because of that shift, right? They're changing because of that. They see you as this beautiful, handsome, sexy person that is very grounded and nurturing, and you give so much to others, and they love watching you in your element, and that inspires them a lot. And it scares them too, because they see themselves falling for you, but there's also this element of other things at play right now. And I feel like alignment is the biggest thing right now. There's no alignment between you and them. Like, there's definitely differences between you and them. There's things that are not allowing this alignment to happen. That's scary too for them. They wish it was easy, but there's something about this that won't be easy. But when the two of you are together, it is easy, and that's something they look forward to and they appreciate a lot. But this situation is anything but easy. I want one more of these, Source. Yeah, Virgo. Integrity, reverence, and service coming out here. They could be a Virgo, you could be a Virgo, right? Yeah, there's something about the way you help others, the way that you're there with others, and that's something that they really admire. House 3, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communications. This could be a labeled relationship. I'm not here to put a label on it. I just want to mention that really briefly here, but this does talk about how you think about the world. There's something that they're very drawn into about the way that you see, view, and think about the whole world around you. You're always seeing things from a much wider photograph lens, and that immediately draws them in. It's like, whoa, they really don't see the world the way that everyone else they know sees it, and that's something that they really, really like about you. Did they feel it too, Source? What else would you like to share with us? Did they feel it too, Source? Let's get a little bit more on this. Yeah, they see you as the light in their life. They also feel like you're incredibly intuitive. Yeah, but there's something that's hurtful right now that they're experiencing, or there's something that they're overcoming. There's been a lot of pain and sorrow. I also feel like they have recognized beneath the surface, through your window eyes, right? The eyes are the window to the soul. Through your window eyes, they've noticed that you have experienced a lot of hurt and pain and sorrow and suffering, and that you have learned from all that's happened in your life. You're not held back because of the hurt, and you've inspired them to move on beyond their own hurt. And that's not been easy, and to be inspired by someone has been something that's eluded them for a long time. I feel like the main thing is they really appreciate how fun it is with you, how much fun there is when you guys are together, and just how time maybe, I feel like it's both. Like, sometimes time flies, but there's also an element of time really slowing down to a crawl, and it feels like You could spend 15 minutes with each other, and maybe you guys talked about so much in that 15 minutes that it felt like you spent 2 hours with each other, but you're not mad about that. Like, that's a really cool element to have, right? Pisces. Didn't I say they feel like you're very intuitive? We have tune into your intuition. Oh my goodness. They could be a Pisces. You could be a Pisces. We have Pisces, Neptune energy coming out as well. Right? Oh my gosh. Opposites attract too. I do feel like there's this element of opposites attract. Like, you guys don't really come from the same backgrounds, but you have experienced a lot of similar things. And that helps you guys really connect with, right? A lot of mirroring aspects. Let's get some ex-lover. Okay, so this could be one of the things that's keeping you guys apart right now, or you know, again, healing from the past, memories, the past, old flames, nostalgic. I don't really feel like this person's an old flame. Like, I don't feel that. This feels like someone that came into the picture and now they're here, but I do feel like there's old, right? Healing from this. We have between the lines, hidden meaning, vague, speculate, and implicit. You know, so this is like not speaking your feelings out. This is hoping that I can be vague about it and I can speculate on it and hope that they're gonna get it as well. Okay, so we have addiction. This is very much like a reading I just did. If you didn't catch it, it was the well, what is the title of it? I can't remember. It's the one about the boss. It's one I just posted this week, so you can check it out. It's about the boss and the secret, the shocking secrets. Yeah, that one about your boss. Check that one out. We have toxic attachment, drugs, alcohol, and obsession. So they could be dealing with an addiction, or they're healing from an addiction. Like, so they've gone and they have gone through the 12-step program and they're still in the process of healing. You know, I think it's when they say if you're in the program the first year, you can't have a relationship because you have to focus on your healing and you have to focus on your sobriety. And so that's something else to keep in mind here. There's something else at play though. This definitely points to that and confirms that there's something else at play. Proposal, we have love offer, engagement, agreement, wish come true. Yeah, you both really, really, really like each other a lot. Definitely feeling of a wish come true between the two of you. Like, you both belong in each other's lives. This feeling that no one else gets it like you do. Aw, it's really sweet. They have a really sweet energy about them. I feel like this person's really calm. Engagement. Oh, we had proposal and engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's interesting. So they could want to propose to you, or like they dream about what it would be like to be married to you. Did they feel it too, Source? What else would you like to share with us? Okay, this one wants to come out. I feel like those two want to come out. That one? No, it's this one. Okay, I do feel like one more wants to come in. Let's see, what else, Source? You want one more to come in? Yep, I felt it. I felt it right away. Very soon. Okay, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Like, who do you want in your life? Do you want it to be this person? I feel like what Source is saying here is like, be very clear. Like, don't be in that wishy-washy energy. Sometimes we get in that wishy-washy energy and we go back and forth. Oh, I want it to be this person, or I want it to be that person, or I just want it to be somebody, or, you know, like, but be very clear about what you want. Okay, Aries energy, right? Independent, bravery, and passion. So they have a ton of passion for you. They definitely felt it too. They have a ton of passion for you. Creativity. Yeah, they really love how creative you are, and they feel like, again, this light bulb, right? This is like the light bulb that's coming on in the deck, and so they feel like you're the light in their life. What is that song? You light up my life. What is that, a Leanne Rimes song, I think? I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, that's coming in. Oh, look, Juno, find your true love. Oh, how cute. I love this energy for you. Yeah, they definitely felt it too. Again, I'm not here to say they're coming in tomorrow. That's not what I'm saying. They felt it too. It's a cute energy. So they watch you on social media, they're spying, online dating, reminiscing, networking. I do feel like they watch you if you post online, whatever you post, like they definitely watch that. Again, intuition, gut feeling, psychic, premonition, sixth sense. They feel like you are incredibly intuitive. You're like, whoa, this person is like no one I've ever met before. Like, you're psychic. They're like, oh my gosh, this person's psychic. I've never met anybody that's psychic before. And that's so cool. They really like that about you. Like, it's not like the reason they like you. They just think that's a really cool thing that you have. Ghosted. This could be someone that disappeared. Oh, silence, ignored, rejected. This could be someone that ghosted you. They felt it too. And that could have been really overwhelming for them. And that's why they ghosted you. Right? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Wow. Wedding, engagement, and proposal all coming out. What the heck is happening here? They have thought about what life would be like to be your honey. For sure. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever had all of those cards come out together like that. Now, if we get honeymoon, I'm done. I'm just turning off. We're not even going to go any further. I'm turning off the camera. That should give you a whole picture. Okay, so we've got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So while they love this about you, you're intuitive and you're psychic and you have this sixth sense about you, it's something that also scares them too, because maybe they were very religious, or maybe they didn't believe in anything, and you're showing them that something does exist, right? But there's an element of a dissonance between what you both believe in, and they're open to learning new things, but that could be a reason why they ghosted you, because they were like, oh, whatever, they don't know what they're talking about. But then they started watching you from a distance and they realized that you were all about what you were talking about, and that scared them to death. Love yourself first. Okay, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So remembering to love yourself first is what Source is saying. The most important thing here, regardless if this person comes in or not, is to love yourself first. That's what's making you so attractive. The more you spend time on loving yourself. Okay, we have retreat. It is time to disconnect from the world. Okay, like you don't owe anybody anything. That's what I heard when I turned this over. You don't owe anybody anything. So it's like, if you don't show up on social media, that's okay. You don't owe anybody anything. Like, you're not obligated to post. You're not obligated to be present just because this person's watching you. That's not what this is. And maybe for a time you felt like that. Like, oh, I know that they're watching me. I know that they're spying on me. So I'm going to keep posting. But post because you want to post, not because this person's watching you. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, love. So it's safe for you to love. And I feel like this is something you both are going through, is learning how to love again. That's been a challenge. And especially if both of you have been through toxic attachments, or like if there is an addiction at play here, or if there's broken hearts at play here, whatever the situation is, right? Learning how to love again is sometimes one of the most turbulent journeys that we take in this life. So let's take a look at this card. I'm going to read this one from the book. Blame. Wow. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So there could have been a point where they blamed you, why they ghosted you. They blamed you for maybe triggering how they felt about their religious upbringing, or how they felt about their addiction, or how they felt about their own life, or how they felt about even you, right? Like with your psychic abilities, like there's this element of blame, like, oh, you're making me feel this way. But through the process, somehow, through some shape and form, you've helped them to see that their blame was actually misplaced, and that they were always blaming themselves. But to honor that and to own that is a huge act of courage. And they've decided to do that, and it's been a journey for them as well. And so I don't feel like they still blame you, but I do feel like there's this element where they did at some point. So let's see what this says from the book. Blame. This is such a powerful card. It truly is. And when we honor this about ourselves, we learn how to take back our own inner power. It says it is so easy to give away the power to transform your life. Certainly there have been people along your path who shaped you into who you are today, but you are solely responsible for your own happiness. the ego can be a fragile thing, and it can come under, and if it comes under fire, the first instinct is to blame an outside force. Victim consciousness weakens the connection that you have to your soul source. This mindset says, I don't have the power inside of myself to break free because someone else's power is stronger. This is an illusion. When you believe that someone else is responsible for your problems, that belief is the problem. Personal responsibility can empower you to change your reality. Lasting transformation always begins on the inside and works its way out. There is a difference between a reason and an excuse. A reason is valid and unavoidable. An excuse is an attempt to shift blame. Yeah, so I do feel like they did that at some point. They attempted to shift blame, and they didn't want to look at themselves. And now that they can only see you from far away because of the situation, like I said, I feel like they're the ones that ghosted you. And that left you feeling confused, like, holy crap, I thought we had this really beautiful connection. I thought that we were really, keen on one another. And now they're recognizing, like, wow, I really did like them, and I messed up because I thought it was their fault that I was feeling this way, when in truth it was my fault that I was feeling this way. And, if you've been there and you've had to take accountability for blame and blaming yourself rather than blaming others, it's not easy. So my advice is to simply give this person space and just let them figure it out, because there's nothing that you'll be able to do to control this or to move this along faster. And even just a quick reminder for those of you on a labeled journey, no amount of healing is going to force this to go through faster. You have to allow this other individual person the space to choose freely what is best for them. And know that if you choose to heal, you're doing it because you want to heal yourself, not because you want this labeled relationship, whereas often the misconcept has been lying at is, I'm only going to heal so that I can get this relationship. That is a huge illusion, and we need to start skirting away from that, because it's only causing more and more problems and more illusions of not being enough. And I just feel like somebody needs to hear that, okay? So that's why I'm saying that. And if you've been with me for any amount of time, you also know that this is how I feel about this, and this is what I have set with my own guidance system and team, and have come to understand along the journey as well. So with that being said, this is what I see for you here. If you feel like this is your reading, leave the little diamond ring emoji down below and say, I choose to love, honor, respect, and see myself as a whole, complete being, knowing that through my own eyes and acceptance of myself where I am thus accepted and loved and seen by others around me. And if it resonated, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you're interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find everything you need in the description box in order to do so. But with that being said, I would like to take this moment to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this very powerful message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.